I'm feeling really good today. I'm just simply grateful to be here, to be alive. That's a huge blessing for me already. And thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be making a beat with you on the MPC. And I noticed you give me great feedback when I make these beat making videos. And I appreciate that because I enjoy making beats. Whether my beats sound good or not, I really have a good time making this and putting this together. So thank you. Thank you for tuning in with me and just hanging out with me. Let's jump right into it. Right here, I actually had a sample that I was hearing or listening to yesterday, and I really wanted to capture this, and hopefully this comes out good. So let's jump right into it. Let's name this sample, and let's chop this up together. I'm gonna go through very quick and just kind of shift zero snap. Yeah, that's on. Process, discard, go from trim to chop. Go to shift, convert, go back to main, and let's get that program called up. There it is, it's right there. Let's go to our sample editor and bring this down a few semitones. I'm gonna get the tempo for what I'm doing. I'm gonna just tap out the tempo of this performance because I'm kind of feeling where I'm going with this already as is. So let's go ahead and tap this out. All right, let's go to about 70 BPM. If it switches, then we'll switch it later. And I'm gonna lay some down on the grid right here. Yeah. Go to track 2, name this drums. Create a new program, let's name this drums. Hit do it. Now I'm going to go into my browser, and in my browser, I'm gonna jump into my kit. Let's go to Malo Beats Sample Pack Volume 1. Make sure you guys check it out down in the description. You guys want to check out these drum shots that I have right here. I like how that sounds. Awesome, now let's go check out some snares. I'm just listening to the beat as I'm selecting my sounds to make sure it fits with it. To save time, you guys could create drum programs so you guys don't have to go through each sound, but it's cool to save time, but realistically, I like to just go through and build my drum kit according to the sample that I'm working with, because it's gonna be different. Put my open hat right there. Boom. All right, so I got some drums selected right here. I'm actually gonna go to my program editor with my drums, get this open hi-hat, and let's actually get those in the mute group with the kick. Put that in mute group 1. So awesome. All right, cool. So I got that going. I'm gonna lay some down on the grid. Get out of time or TC, so there's no quantize right here, as I'm gonna add like the ghost kick. The hi-hat or the snare in there. This one's a little too early. Let's shift it back or nudge it back a few steps. Let's look for the hi-hat. I'm gonna turn on no repeat. Yeah, and just lay those down every now and then. Something I want to use right now is the probability, because as I'm doing these rolls sound really cool, but I don't want these rolls to reoccur at the end of every bar. So as this going, it's gonna do the snare roll, and then it's going to drop another snare roll right there. So what I can do now is just select these 2 snare rolls, go to automation, let's go to probability right here, and let's lower that down to about 40%. Yeah, also with these right here, let's lower these down to about 80%. So it's 80% of the times is going to trigger those sounds. So it's not always going to give me the same loop. It's going to give me some variation every time it loops around. There's actually this plugin that I just started messing with, and this actually sounds really cool. The dynamics go down to air pump or air pumper. And this actually sounds really cool. It's giving you that ducking effect, but it's not being triggered by anything. It's just going to duck down every quarter note or triplet. You can select how many times it's going to duck down. So it's kind of giving me that ducking effect. So it's just really cool because if you're using drum breaks and it's not one shot, so you don't have anything to trigger your sample, you could use this air pumper and it will duck down whenever you tell it to. All right, so I really like how it's coming together along, but I feel like my drums, they're a little all over the place. So I can actually go to my drums, and I've been wanting to try this out. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but actually let me put it on insert number 2. I'm gonna go to my, where is it, harmonics, and it's going to air flavor and air flavor, and I'm gonna just mess around with this and see what type of sounds I can come up with on my entire drum program. Just to kind of add some character to my drums. They just sound a little too clean. Oh, that's cool. Amp guitar 1. All right, let's play with amp guitar 1. I'm gonna leave it at, yeah, I like how that sounds. Add some noise. Some distortion. That's cool. I actually like how that sounds. That's with it on, with it off. Yeah. All right, let's go to our main page, and right here, let's go to track number 3, and let's name this bass. And then right here, we're actually gonna make this and pop up some bass plugins. And right here, I'm actually gonna go to my sounds page, and it's right here. And I'm gonna go to my favorites because I had this, what is it, Thump 2. This is one of my favorite bass right here. Now, we're just gotta make sure that our sample, let's actually see our sample, go to Program Editor, and it's at F minor, so we go back to our bass, and on this bass, I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna make sure this is at F major. No, we go to minor. Now we go to back at our main, and let's see how this sounds. Awesome. All right, now I'm gonna go back to a lower octave. I'm just trying to get the melody out and see how this would sound with the melody, because you can't really hear it in the lower octaves, but you could definitely feel it. But I just like to play around with the melody in the higher octave so I can hear it. Yeah. This is where I start kind of diving into some soft mixing and just kind of getting levels right. Probably put some processing on my master bus. But right here, I'm actually going to go into my mixer. And there's this plugin in 2.11 that just, it's really, really cool. And I've been having a lot of fun with. It's the amp simulator. This amp simulator is very dangerous, but at the same time is really fun to play with. At least for me, you could use this however you want, but for me, the most fun that I've been having with this amp simulator has been putting it not on my channels just to give it the direct amp simulator sound, depending on how you want to use it. The way I've been having fun using it is putting this amp simulator on my sends. If I put it on one of my sends, I could kind of use like something similar to parallel compression. As a matter of fact, you know what? Click this video right here. Check out this video. I'll go into detail on how I'm enjoying this amp simulator. So make sure you guys click this video right here and let's hang out on that video so we can kind of crack that open. So I'll catch you guys right there.